Wouldn't it be nice to be able to make a subobject selection and when doing so, be able to control not just the area that you've actually selected, but also the neighboring vicinity, the surrounding subobjects in other words? Well, 3ds Max has a helpful option that allows you the opportunity to do exactly that. It's called Soft Selection and it's the subject of this video. Using a file named Soft Selection that can be found in the Working Files folder, let's take a look at how it works. We'll start by taking our perspective view full screen with the Alt-W shortcut. Now we'll select the object and head over to the Modify column. Having had this object already converted to an editable mesh, we'll now get to the vertex level. I'll do that by right-clicking on the screen, then heading up to the upper left-hand menu, choosing Vertex. Let's now window select a few of the vertices at the top of the teapot. Let's activate the Move command, then move these verts around. You'll notice that, like usual, you're only controlling what you have selected. And in that, it's pretty difficult to realistically deform the mesh into a shape that we could be happy with. We're just not controlling a large enough area. Let's instead activate Max's Soft Selection command over in the right-hand column. Down at the bottom, you'll see a closed category called Soft Selection. Go ahead and open that up. Now we can activate the tool by checking Use Soft Selection. What Soft Selection does is acts as a kind of magnet, attracting not just our original selection, but also in this case the vertices in the nearby area. The colors you see on the screen have a purpose, as they're designed to indicate just how much weight or influence has been applied to a given vertex. Orange vertices are most strongly affected, followed by a less powerful draw given in order to the orange, yellow, green, and blue verts. So basically, the farther away a given vertex is from the original selection, the less it'll be influenced. Let's move our selection around now and see what happens. This time, more of the top of the teapot is going along for the ride as we move things around. The strength or pull of the soft selection can be adjusted. That's done over on the right using the fall-off setting. Adjust the fall-off spinner so the amount of influence goes down to maybe right in the middle of the handle. That'll take the settings somewhere between 70 and 75. Let's now again move the transform gizmo. Now even more of the teapot surface is being influenced as we move the gizmo. Let's take the fall-off up even higher, almost to the bottom of the teapot. That'll take the value to around 125. Now once you're there, grab the gizmo and go ahead and move again. As you notice, the more vertices you light up with influence, the more the top of the teapot and the surrounding areas are affected. Now you can also use soft selection when rotating and scaling. Here's how things would look if we rotate. And here's how things would look if we scaled. Also be aware that soft selection works just as well when working in either the edge or poly mode. Let's deselect our vertices and instead window around the middle of the teapot. If we drop our fall-off down so the area of influence is basically from the top to the bottom of the handle, then 2D scale, watch how it turns out. Now when scaling, fill in the gold bracket that connects the red and green sticks. Down below fall-off, you have the pinch and bubble settings, which simply can be used to change the weight or the amount of influence on each vertex in the area that's being affected. Here I'll take the bubble value down to around -2, then 2D scale again. So you can see, even without changing the selection, I can vary the amount of control in any given area. So that's pretty cool how the soft selection works. Next time you want to control not just what you have selected at the subobject level, but also the surrounding area, know that you now have just the tool.